Gymfest came about to give the recreational children a chance to display what they've achieved. And just watching their wee faces because they've accomplished it is smashing, eh?
To give a different route from competition, but still an opportunity to show the skills that they'd perfected. You were speaking about the display team earlier and how that came to be. That was part of this.
We formed the Scottish Gymnastics display team because when Donna had finished competing and she always wanted to be a judge, and it was formed, well...
We were part of the General Gymnastics Technical Committee then.
We were on the General Gymnastics panel when it arrived from that. And it was supposed to have, Gymfest was supposed to have come round the different districts, because all those years ago we were east, and you got the north and the west, and we used to have inter-district contests, but then it became that it was supposed to go across to the west from the east, but it never happened. So the display team was became into being to develop general gymnastics. Not every gymnast wants to compete. And it was from that it was grown, and it was suggested that we as the display team would be called the has-beens. And a lot of the parents rebelled.
Because not all of us had been by then.
No.
But it was also to encourage, because the kind of regional festivals at that time didn't really take off, we wondered why that might have been. So it was thought if we had a national display team, that we could kind of encourage clubs to have a group in their, in their own club that could equally come along and show off what they could do. So that's where the display team kind of came from. Yeah. So we had a trial and everything. We had gymnasts that came to Largs, and we actually did a trial event within the National Performance Centre there. And then we all came together once a month to kind of put routines together, learn new skills. Some of us tried different disciplines, so we tried a little bit of sports acrobatics and things that we weren't used to as gymnasts. It was maybe a wee bit out of our comfort zone some of the time, but it brought together gymnasts of all sorts of disciplines. We had rhythmic gymnasts join us. So we had a little bit of flavour of everything within the group and tried to incorporate that in the routines that we did. The group lasted for quite a long time, and we eventually disbanded at a point where a lot of the coaches were then comfortable. They went back to their own clubs and took it back to their clubs and started off groups that way. And then new clubs also came on board, and that was the whole purpose, was to encourage people that this was an area in your club that you could have, so that your gymnasts that don't do competitions, don't want to do competitions, can still have an opportunity to show what they can do, what their abilities are.